We're making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizipho Lupelwana, and this is Simple Politics. I want us to talk about Groenewald. Groenewald is a member of Freedom Front Plus. And he is the Minister of Defense. No, not Defense. He's the Minister of Correctional Service. Sorry. He's a Minister of Correctional Service. So he said, Uguti, if you can't, there should be corporal punishment if you can't afford bail. Now, I want us to get into this thing because I'm also going to be learning as I'm going ahead. If I do say something that is not correct, please do correct me. But my understanding is this: when you are afforded bail, it means you have not been you have not been found guilty as yet. You're not convicted of anything. So bail is for you not to wait your trial while you are behind bars. You can wait home. Sometimes you are told you don't travel. So now what I don't understand is the fact that Groenewald is saying that you must be punished if you can't afford bail. Like, I said I will be learning on this episode because, I don't necessarily know all the processes of bail and how it works, but my understanding is that you are not guilty. You are just paying bail so that while you are waiting for confirmation of or waiting for a trial date and everything, you don't wait behind bars. Correct? So, let's dive right into it and understand why he thinks that if you can't afford bail, then you must be punished. Why are you being punished? What are you being punished for? Or is maybe everyone is supposed to get bail? Well, I don't know. Let's get right into it. So, of course, he was speaking with Times Live. So let's get right into it. It says, Correctional Service Minister Peter Groenewald has suggested the revival of corporal punishment for individuals unable to afford bail for minor offenses to alleviate overcrowding in prisons. Oh, okay, now I understand. So he is saying that people that have committed like minor offenses, let's say maybe what's a minor offense? Let's say maybe you I don't know. I don't want to say you marked someone and then you guys tell me that, no, that's not a minor offense. What's a minor offense now? It's like something small though. So let's say you committed that. I don't know. I don't have an example of a minor offense. I'm scared to say, let's say maybe you broke into a shop. I'm scared to say that's a minor offense. And then you guys tell me, no, that's not a minor offense. Whatever a minor offense is according to the law. So he says that people that can't afford bail, that committed minor offense, should be punished. Oh, okay. Now I understand though. To alleviate overcrowding in prisons. Okay. I think corporal punishment, though, it's not a bad thing. Isn't corporal punishment meaning that you can go and clean toilets for umzekelo? Let's understand what is corporal punishment. It says a corporal punishment or a physical punishment is a punishment which is intended to cause physical pain to a person. Oh, when it is inflicted on minors, especially in home and school setting, its method may include spanking. Oh, but this means minor. It's not minor as in small. It's minor as in kids. Huh? Oh, so minor as in kids. Guys, I think I'm not going to delete my beginning because now I'm shocked. I thought it means that committing minor offenses, which is committing small offenses. But no, he says that... let's get right. Let me continue reading because I could be wrong. It seems like he's saying Uguti, kids, which is minors, kids who have committed offenses, they should be, if they can't afford bail, they should be spanked, which is mababetwe. But let's continue reading so that I don't interpret this wrong. I don't want to start what I've already recorded now, so I am going to continue. Bear with me while we understand Uguti. Groenewald, what is he saying? Utabandwana who have committed offenses, mababetwe, there must be physical harm, like physical punishment because they don't afford bail. Or is he saying Uguti? Okay, but let's get right into it. Groenewald was briefing Parliament on the 2025 budget vote and 1 year of the government of national unity. He highlighted there are more than 104,000 inmates in correctional services facilities with limited beds. He said about 60,000 remand detainees are awaiting trial. With about 2.5 unable to afford bail amounts of 1,000 or less. Okay. I think the minor is the first one. We were correct. I was correct rather because I'm the one who's shooting. He says that there are over 60,000 detainees, like 60,000 people waiting for their trial dates with bail amounts is about that are 1,000 or less. So he's saying, Ubanda, rather than keeping them because they can't afford the 1,000 or less, they must just be punished and then wait for their trial. So little if physical punishment, I think what threw me off was this definition of corporal punishment, because it said here corporal punishment or physical punishment is a punishment which is intended to cause physical pain to a person. Okay. When it is inflicted on minors, especially in home and school settings. Okay, no, I got the meaning wrong. I was correct. It says that it's a punishment intended to create physical harm. So Groenewald is saying here, Ubana, if you are awaiting trial and you can't afford bail, maubetwe. Haibo. Ubetelwan, what if you are not guilty? What if you are actually not guilty? What if you are accused or you are set up? I don't necessarily think that's good, but let's continue reading because I think this is scary. Let's just continue. Remember, I did excuse myself and I said it's not my area of expertise, but let's continue. It says that if you look at our criminal justice system, we must start a debate to say, shouldn't we bring back corporal punishment? Groenewald said, a young person who steals 10 loaves, this is a minor offense, a young person who steals 10 loaves of bread sits in prison and waits about 3 years for sentencing. Think about whether we should bring back corporal punishment. Okay, so Utu Groenewald here, a young person who steals zonke 10, ukubon, then sits in prison for 3 years waiting sentencing. I think it's tricky. Let me tell you why I'm saying it's tricky, because I have heard that it's not advisable for someone who has created a minor offense to sit in prison or to be sentenced long, because what happens is this: you turn someone who's not necessarily a criminal into a criminal, because if that person is sitting in jail for 3 years for stealing 10 loaves of bread, of course that person is going to end up by the time you release them 3 years, they will end up be a thug. Ukuban. And even if they're not guilty, they will end up coming back to prison again, by the way, because they've already spent 3 years of their lives in prison. But I think the question is, if they can't afford bail, is it correct if you say they must be punished, they must be beaten? Or, would you rather stay in prison for 3 years waiting your trial, or kungcono ubethwe? Nabo Nandipa, and Tabo Best, and they have not been charged yet. So it's tricky. Okay, I mean, I do get it a little bit. A little bit. Remember, we can have a conversation in the comment section. I do get a little bit of understanding. Yeah, well, the suggestion sparked a debate amongst the members of parliament. PAMP, the patriotic MP Marlon Daniels, argued the death penalty would be more suitable for those sentenced for murder. Okay, so a PAMP, if you do know, Gayton Mackenzie has been advocating for a death penalty to be back. The EFF has criticized, not EFF per se, but the MPs of EFF. I've heard them criticizing Gayton Mackenzie, saying that if the death penalty was still available in South Africa or done, then Gayton Mackenzie wouldn't be here. He would have died. Yeah, but so I think so the PA is saying, rather than punishing people that can't afford bail, how about everybody that has been sentenced for murder, they get a death penalty. By doing so, you are freeing the prisons. You're gonna get more space. I mean, I think I'm afraid of people who have been convicted of something, and maybe they didn't do it. I mean, I don't know, guys. I said it's an unknown territory for me. I'm just, I don't want to say things that you guys don't agree with, because I've never been arrested. I've never been charged for anything. So, I mean, it's easy to speak sometimes when you've never experienced something. I don't want to overstep. But my fear is always when I've heard a lot of stories of people that are convicted for something, and to find out they actually did not even do it. Then you find out that person is killed and maybe they didn't do something. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are people I've heard as well that have been convicted of a crime, and then they are arrested and then they get out. Yeah, but they eventually, after 20 years, 30 years, they get parole, they get out. So, I mean, it's tricky. But let's continue. So the person from the Patriotic Alliance says death sentence must come back. And then corporal punishment is mildly put. Bring back the death penalty. You kill someone, be prepared to be killed. Rise Mzansi, Member of Parliament, Mahashule Ghana, said alternative rehabilitation methods should be introduced. So the person from Rise Mzansi said, instead of saying someone must be killed, more of rehabilitation must be introduced. I don't know if rehab works. I mean, we see people that are using drugs and everything. I don't necessarily know if rehabs works. I think rehab works for someone that really wants to change. If someone doesn't want to change, I don't think rehab helps much. We need to be innovative. It's not corporal punishment we need, it's community service, Ghana said. There are many inmates housed in correctional service facilities who shouldn't be there. Let's send them to work in communities for free instead of introducing corporal punishment. Let them clean the streets and pay for crimes they committed. Groenewald has previously said some inmates serving life sentences could be denied parole despite completing all required rehabilitation programs. He said the paroles I work with are lifers. You can have a parole on applicant for parole who went through all the rehabilitation courses and the whole process, but then you get a psychologist report and a criminologist report, and in the reports it is determined what is the risk of the applicants re-offending. Exactly. I think people, they get rehabilitated when they want to. It's tricky. So I think, guys, let's meet in the comment section. Tell me what you think. What do you think? I mean, Groenewald, Freedom Front Plus, who is the minister, is suggesting that a person should not be, who can't afford bail, instead of they sit in prison for years finishing up space, they must be punished. Like, they must be beaten if they are beaten, but they must be punished. PA is saying no, leave those ones, go to the ones that have been convicted already, and let's just give them death sentence to free up space. Rise Mzansi is saying no, Well, let's give them rehabilitation. Some of the prisoners that are there in prison, they shouldn't be there. They're already remorseful. They've been there for long. They want to change. Let's rehabilitate them. So personally, I don't know if rehabilitation works. I don't know. So tell me what you think, guys. I think this is very interesting. Tell me what you think. Which option would you think that it's better? Okay, let's meet in the comment section, guys. I'm excited to hear from you and learn from you. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We are sitting on 29,000 subscribers. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed to this platform. You guys, you are absolutely amazing. This platform does not exist without you guys. Thank you so much to everybody. I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for always making sure that you are supporting this channel and watching. Thank you so much. I love you guys so very much. And thank you so much for supporting. Let's meet in the comment section. Luta continua. I'll see you on the next one.